Thank you so much for participating. See you again everywhere. Thanks.
Right on, brother.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lillian Fletcher, and I want to say that I have been a part
You've been here every day.
of Occupy Vancouver here since
I'm gonna be
its
here
inception in
forever.
Vancouver on October 15th
Like yourself.
of this year, and I was wanting to go to the Supreme Court and speak on behalf of Occupy Vancouver and give reasons as to why. Okay, you, or should I say we, because I now consider myself a part of Occupy Vancouver, should be allowed to remain here. And I am very, very disappointed at the decision made by the Supreme Court, okay, the injunction that says that the tents have to go. But the positive side of it is that we can all come back here and continue to protest, and this is very, very good. And I want to say that Occupy Vancouver has made a positive change in my life, and that it has restored my faith in people's ability to get together collectively and to fight against what is wrong and to stand up for what is right. Okay? And I cannot find words that are appropriate to express my disappointment at the injunction that says that these tents have to come down. What really ires me is the fact that Occupied Vancouver people had a one half of a day in court to present their case and cause before the judge. The city was given 2 days. That is not justice, okay? That is the gravest and the most serious type of inequality that one could possibly imagine, okay? You all should have had more time to present your case and cause. And I want to say that I have given certain activists here my address, my name, my phone number, so that in the future down the road, you can get in touch with me, and I can set up a space for 10, 15 people at a time, okay, for quiet meetings.
We've created a new generation of revolutionaries and leaders. Even those who support the 1% are being forced to rethink their roles because we've awoken a new sense of humanity, even among those who never cared about humanity before. And once a mind is free, it's free forever. A single candle can light up a room, but no amount of darkness can make it dark again. The spark of Tunisia has become a torch in Egypt and a raging fire in Spain, Greece, Portugal, Italy, and Ireland. Now that fire has sprung up at Occupy Wall Street and is becoming a raging inferno right across the continent, and soon the whole world will speak in unison. We want to be free. Something magical and unique has been created in each occupied city, but the most important thing that we've unlocked is the power of creativity itself. Millions of people will soon discover that we can create our own resources and our own future. The corporate mass media pretend that these continentally coordinated, brutal, and immoral evictions of peaceful Occupy camps are justified, and that we will lose our resolve and give in. But they're just saying that because they're afraid. They're afraid that we will take back our power, the power we mistrusted with their friends when we gave them our money, our votes, our children, and our consent. Think about it. If they concede that these are not just ordinary temporary protests, and that this is a global peaceful revolution that is not going anywhere and is in fact growing, then what does that say about their system that they're protecting? That this is the beginning of the end for their system. You people, my brothers and sisters, I want to thank you all and commend you for the courage and dedication you've shown. Special thanks to those of you that have inspired us by quitting your jobs for this cause. Tom from media and several others. People who got off drugs because they were inspired themselves. People who carried on through the cold, ignoring their body when it told them that they needed to eat or rest. Carrying on through illness, which I know many people are sick, but they're still here today. And for taking all kinds of abuse, physical, emotional, Thank you all. Thank you for remaining peaceful in spite of all that, and thereby demonstrating the brutal oppression that is necessary to forcibly maintain this faceless, ruthless, heartless socio-economical system. Thank you all especially for the love, compassion, and beauty you've shared with all of us. Make no mistake, we are turning the tides on a global scale, and no matter what happens today or tomorrow, we will persevere, we will overcome. This isn't the beginning, it's the end of the... This isn't the beginning of the end, it's the end of the beginning. And tomorrow we start the second phase.
Assemble here every and any day still.
Maybe.
I don't know where General Assemblies are going, but until I know where they're going, I think they're here at the same time every night. Assemble.
Well, I feel like a happy general that's leaving a battle that was won, and we're retreating in an orderly fashion, and we're going to leave this place clean as we found it, because that was our intention, to come here and create a space for peace where people could talk about the idea that the big cat is out of the bag. The vast majority of the people, the young people here especially, if you ask them, say, what is this about? They'll say, money. And I'll say, what do you mean by that? And they say, because money has now been shown to be a fraud. Money has been a way of blocking people's natural creativity and directing them into a consumer world where money has lost its real value, because we are being excluded from a life of leisure by a system which probably 2,000 or 3,000 years ago was manipulated and bastardized, dare I say. And I use that in the sense that something that was a useful tool became the foundation for corruption. It was associated with fee simple, which was a British Empire system of stealing from the native people by having the land surveyed, chopped up, and sold up to people who came from other lands and were looking for lands themselves that were occupied by an aristocracy, like my own country, Great Britain. I came to this country when I was 24. My grandfather told me before I came, he said, don't buy land in Canada, John, it's all been stolen from the native people. So for 13 years, or not quite, 12 years, I didn't buy land. But by that time I was so fed up with the way that people that don't have their own homes, that don't have any land of their own, are treated by the people who claim they own it all and then charge huge rents. The rental business in this country is a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. The prices that are charged from people's wages every month to support people in grandiose, wasteful trips on boats and God knows what they do with it. Mostly they don't even know what they're going to do with their money because they are afraid to spend it. And so the numbers get bigger and bigger and bigger until they lose all sense of reality. And unless that number goes up at the end of every quarter, they think they're going broke. These people are psychotic. These people have sold their souls, their hearts, their minds, and their spirits to mammon, money. And this is the cruelest infliction on the human condition. It is not an avenue to success. It is not an avenue to any value at all. And what it has become is a blight on society. It is a mythology that leads men to do evil things, like go to other countries and kill people. For what? For what reason? Fraud, fraud, fraud is what has occupied this land. Fraud has occupied this land for far too long. When I came here, the first thing that impressed me was on these very steps, which were then the Supreme Court. Yes, the Supreme Court. Oh, there's another in Victoria, but this was the Supreme Court at that time. There was a man standing with a holster, with arms on his hip, and I thought, this must be an occupied country. And then I forgot about that impression. For 12 years, I played the game the way the game was played. And then one day I woke up and I said, what are these mad Americans doing to the world? What are they doing that we tried to prevent them doing when I left my own country when I was 24? because I saw the British getting into bed with these lunatic Americans who think that war is peace and peace is war or something mad. These people have lost their sanity, and here they are milling around down there and they don't know what to do about it. Well, I'll tell them what they got to do about it. Get rid of the Federal Reserve Bank, first of all. And second of all, get rid of that phony, fraudulent, what do they call him down there? Chairman of the board? No. I think it's high time that this has become an abomination. This is not an Obama and a nation. This is an abomination. And this has to stop now. We must support the people in the United States who are coming out, the people in Yemen, the people all around the world, Egypt, who are putting their lives on the line for the same freedoms that we will enjoy here. But here in Canada, we have the potential for a bloodless coup, and that is what I'm looking for, a bloodless coup. There is a simple way to do this, through the electoral process. If we have none of the above on the ballot, and I'm asking you all to fill in one of my petitions if you haven't done that. This is to the Governor General, demanding that the Chief Electoral Officer put on the ballot a none of the above options. And if you don't like parties and candidates because you see they're being run around by the bankers and the big corporations, then let's have representative government based on random selection from you, the common people. Politics should not be a career option for any smart young man who's got $50,000 to buy from the University of British Columbia a guaranteed income by being a political scientist. There is no such thing as a political scientist any more than there probably should be anybody who calls themselves a politician. What we need are people who are philosophers, lovers of truth, lovers of wisdom. That is what we need to be. That is what we need to be. We need to be people who love truth. And primarily, in the next generation, there will be an incapacity in the human species to be able to tell an untruth. And when that happy day comes, ladies and gentlemen, and that happy day is within, I'd say, 5 years from this time, we will have peace on the planet, we will have love and harmony all around, and you'll hear some of the best music you ever heard.
Rock and roll!
Thank you very much. Love rules! 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 Love rules!
We are the 99%. We are the 99%. We are the 99%. We're steady.
Are the 99%. We are the 99%.
What's that?
They are the 99%. We're kept in the 99%. They just don't know it yet. Or maybe they do in their hearts and minds. We have one this year today.
cover here. Put her down.
Our streets.
The 99%. You are the 99%. We are the 99%.
You are the 99%. You are the 99%. You are the 99%.
My camera, what the
Stay away from this garbage can.
I love this. I know it. Come on, Fulton.
Come on, I got close to it.
Stick between
Get by the
these two.
tree. That's right. Perfect. All right.
Oh, I love this one. This one has a block with all the leaves here. Hard work. Hard work. Sorry. Hard work. Take it slower. Hard work.
Thank you.
Our court. Oh, okay.
Our course. Our course.
That's what we did in 2003. They injuncted us all over.
Well, this is a spontaneous moment on the steps here at the Supreme Court with the geodesic domes going up over there, and the rain's coming on, and there go the elders up the hill, and they're dancing this building into being here, and it's a better stop.
Guys, careful. We need the wheelchair access, please.